If y'all selling food stamps out here, give me some.
Oh, isn't that funny? You know, I seem to remember just a couple of weeks ago when I was making videos pointing out that a lot of people in the black community sell their food stamps. I remember some people acting as if I was racist for pointing that out. But you could literally talk to any black person and they will tell you the same thing. One thing that I have come to find is a lot of the people who get offended and claim things are racist online, a lot of them are white liberals who have never been around black people a day in their life. Okay? Black people will tell you themselves that yes, a lot of people in their community sell food stamps. But they were even doing like news segments on the nightly news saying that anyone who suggests that black people may be selling their EBT is racist. It's a big white supremacist conspiracy theory. Meanwhile, the very second that food stamps were cut back on, the internet was flooded with posts from people who were selling their food stamps. It's so bad that little kids are putting out videos trying to spend their allowance money on food stamps because it's a good investment. It's a quick flip. It's the easiest way possible to turn $50 into $100. At least if you plan on spending it on food or something. But in today's day and age, you don't even have to use your EBT on food. You could go on Amazon. There's a whole little list of electronics. You could buy freaking Roombas or Zumbas, whatever those little things are called. You could buy Echo Dots. You could buy all types of stuff with food stamps. Okay? Like I said, it would blow your mind the kinds of things that you could buy on your food stamps. You could go like buy Stanley cups and stuff like that at Target. There's all kinds of things that you could buy. And it's just been a known fact for decades. As long as I've been alive, I've known about people selling food stamps. And I was actually surprised by the fact that so many people had no idea that this was even a thing. But, you know, a lot of people are sheltered. A lot of people are sheltered, and they're not out here amongst a diverse group of people, right? A lot of the people who, how can I put this? A lot of the people who may be more offended and stuff by the things that I say, they're people who are more sheltered. They're not around different cultures of people. They're not around different races of people. And that's why they feel the way they feel. But if you are around all of the different people that I'm around, and that a lot of you all are around who are watching these videos, then you know how things go. I think we need to move away from calling the truth racist. Yes, sometimes the truth is ugly. Sometimes the truth doesn't favor this kind of person or that kind of person, but the truth is the truth. Therefore, it's not racist to point out that black people sell their food stamps. It's just reality. It's not something that people are coming up with off of the top of their head because they don't like black people. It's just something that happens in their community, and it happens a lot. And there's a lot of stuff that I've been pointing out with the EBT that people just didn't get. Like, they don't understand. For example, like, I was pointing out that people go and use their EBT at fast food restaurants. People are walking into all kinds of restaurants that you would never believe, you know, are taking EBT, but they are. And I constantly get the comments that, no, that's not true. Food stamps and EBT only works on cold food. You can't get hot food with your food stamps. Right? A lot of people are under that impression. There's a lot of people who actually have food stamps who are under that impression. But that's because they don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. There's some people who are on food stamps who actually need food stamps, right? And they aren't made aware of a lot of the stuff that is going on, a lot of the illegal fraud, like they're not aware of a lot of the ways that they could be using their EBT card. So to them, it even blows their mind, right? But yes, I've been trying to point out that a lot of restaurants, a lot of fast food restaurants, they secretly take EBT. And once again, people were acting like this is outlandish, stuff like this doesn't happen. Well, the very moment food stamps were cut back on, people started making videos acknowledging that, yeah, it's true. You know, you could go to McDonald's, you could go here and use your EBT. So I find it funny that everything that I was pointing out a few weeks ago, that people acted like, oh my God, this is like a racist conspiracy theory. Now, now the internet is just flooded with videos of people acknowledging that all of this stuff was actually true after all. In fact, I have a clip right here that I want to show you of a woman coaching people on how to use their EBT cards at these fast food restaurants and stuff. The same places where people were thinking, oh, this is a big lie. There's no way they're using their food stamps. They can't use food stamps for this. Yes, they can. They could use it for just about anything you could possibly imagine. Okay, if you're on EBT, you automatically get to go to like aquariums free and museums. You get cheaper prices everywhere. It's insane. But I want to go ahead and roll this clip. Before I do though, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you're subscribed. Also, if you would like to donate to the channel, you know how. You can donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. Always greatly appreciated. With that being said, though, let's roll this clip and then I'll be right back with more.
Have you heard about the Restaurant Meals Program, better known as the RMP? The RMP program allows SNAP recipients or certain SNAP recipients to purchase cooked meals or prepared meals from restaurants using their EBT card. McDonald's is one of the restaurants that accepts EBT along with Burger King, Del Taco, Subway, Papa John's, Church's Chicken, and there are a few others. So how do you find one of these fast food restaurants that accept EBT? They usually have a sign up saying they are a participating location that participates in the SNAP Restaurant Meals Program. There are a few requirements for the RMP program, and I think you just have to meet one. You have to be 60 years old or older. Be disabled or be homeless or be the spouse of a SNAP recipient that meets one of those qualifications. Now, if you get TANF, you can also use EBT at one of those fast food restaurants I talked about earlier. So what is TANF? Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, TANF. Now, to meet the requirements for TANF, you can have a child that's 18 years old or younger, be pregnant, or be 18 years old or younger, and be head of household. There are a number of states that let you use your EBT card in fast food restaurants. These states include California, Arizona, Illinois, Maryland, New York, Massachusetts, Michigan, Rhode Island, and Virginia. Now, there is a comprehensive list of restaurants outside of the restaurants that I did name, and I will list a few restaurants down here.
You see, they hide and bury a lot of this stuff within different programs. And this allows certain politicians to have certain talking points, and it gives them a certain level of like plausible deniability. I don't know how to really fully explain it, but what I'm saying here is like, for example, someone like me, I can say that, hey, McDonald's allows people, you know, to use their EBT cards to buy whatever they want at McDonald's. And then a politician in response, they would say, hey, that's not true. In fact, we do have this one program where people over the age of 60 who are disabled, yes, they are allowed to get a meal at McDonald's, but that's because they can't cook for themselves, they're older. You know, do you really want to take these meals away from these people, right? And they'll word it in a way as if the only people who qualify for this are people under a certain program that are of this age, who are disabled, yada, yada, yada. But what they won't tell you is that there's 20 other programs. And by the time it's all said and done, any and everyone qualifies to use their EBT at the fast food restaurants, right? One program is for people over the age of 60 who are disabled. The next program is, if you're pregnant, this program allows you to use your EBT at McDonald's. Then there's another program, If you have kids under the age of 18, we'll allow you to use your EBT at McDonald's. Then there's another program. Oh, if you're an 18-year-old head of household and you have your own kids at the age of 18, guess what? You can use your EBT at McDonald's. And then there's another program. Hey, are you married to someone who's disabled? Are you married to someone who's an 18-year-old head of household? Are you married to a pregnant woman? Well, guess what? You can use your EBT at McDonald's, right? There's just 50 different programs, right? And by the time you know it, it's like, hey, do you have a cousin, little Tyrone, who was shot in the leg? Well, guess what? You qualify to use your EBT for McFlurries at McDonald's, right? So everyone, eventually through all of these programs qualifies. And this is how they hide it. This is how they use certain talking points to fool people into thinking that, hey, this isn't happening, or hey, it is happening, but on a limited scale. Only these certain people who qualify for it can do this. And now, here's another thing. Even if there were strict qualifications to use your EBT at fast food restaurants, do you think the McDonald's employees, do you think that they're really going to do their due diligence to make sure that no one's taking advantage of the system? Do you think a McDonald's employee is going to come out to your car and make sure that you're disabled? Or make sure, hey, I need to check your background to make sure you're married to a disabled person and you fall under this program. No one at these fast food restaurants knows what the hell they're doing. You'll be lucky if you even get the right order. They're not going to make sure you qualify for the 80 different programs that they have, right? So basically, if you got EBT, you could go use it at these restaurants, period. You don't have to fall under any of these programs because no one's going to give a shit. No one even does their job right in the first place. They're not going to vet you to make sure you're qualifying for these programs. And even if they did vet you, there's so many different programs that you're going to qualify for one of them as long as you're a living, breathing human being. So that's how this stuff works. And I just find it hilarious, but at the same time, it's so satisfying to see all the stuff that I was pointing out. As soon as the food stamps comes in, that stuff was true, it turns out. Well, you know what? I know we were pushing back on this and saying it was all a racist lie. But yeah, people can eat at McDonald's and Wingstop and all of these other restaurants with their EBT. And yeah, I know we said that you were a complete racist bad person for suggesting that black people sell their EBT. But yeah, I guess it's true. I mean, there's thousands of videos out there and posts, and there's even little kids buying EBT off of Instagram. So, there it is, folks. There it is. Totally vindicated as always. I only speak the truth. But for now, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.